Our mission is about employability. Our mission is to change lives, to take people who are unhappy with what they're doing. Maybe they're doing nothing. Maybe they have a job they hate. Maybe they've always seen a job they'd love to have and access. They haven't a clue how to get there. Maybe their life is at a dead end. They don't have enough money. They have no benefits. There's many people we see that are hopeless. And what I get every day is an opportunity to make a difference and show them another way that they can access a life they truly like to have that seems so distant and so out of reach, and yet we can show them how to get there. And it's because of our mission being employability. Every single student who comes here, it's about employability. They want a better future, and I love talking about their futures.
When somebody in the community walks up to me and they say that they have hired a Baker College graduate and they love them and they can't wait to hire the next one, that is by far the proudest moment I have as the president of this college. That shows me that we've been accomplishing what we set out to accomplish.
Why does Baker College exist? Why do we do what we do? Who are we as an institution? Bottom line, we care about our students. We differentiate ourselves as an institution around our guiding principles, one of which is having a strong image about ourselves. And we practice that not only in terms of what you see about Baker College, in terms of our facilities, the dress, the attire, the behavior and conduct of all of our staff. How we interact with you as a student is going to feel and look different.
We care about your success. The operative word is care. And we've heard countless visitors tell us the feeling at Baker College is different than any other college that I've gone to, because I feel that people honestly care about me.
Ask Me Why is a campaign that came out of the work of the Operations Committee at Baker College of Muskegon.
The Ask Me Why campaign really was designed as a button that could be worn to start the conversation. And really, in having a conversation, being ready to hold ourselves accountable for how well are we portraying that mission, how evident is it to our students, to our staff, to all the people that we interact with, that we really care about their success.
I think when we think about student success, it's not always about saying yes, and it's not always about getting an A. Sometimes those moments when they're in their most challenging class, where they're doing the most challenging assignment, where it may not be perfect A work, is the moments where they really mature and grow in their understanding of what it's going to take to be successful down the road.
Well, it's challenging because I think as an institution, we understand the influence that an adjunct faculty member has, and that their level of contact with a student is more significant than mine as a full-time administrator. And in that respect, they are going to be challenged to have that same belief in product, that same passion that I have, knowing that they're coming from their other job perhaps, or other location. But at a minimum, I think it's a very important discussion to have that challenges them to think about their willingness to buy into what we believe in. And to be able to verbalize that as an institution, Baker College is the institution that truly cares about your success. And it's evident because they do this, 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 and this. And that's why I work there, because it makes us different from other colleges.
If you're going to learn something, learn a skill, be trained to be an accountant, be trained to be a chef, a pilot, you fill in the blank. What better person to learn it from than someone who does it every day, who knows not just what the book says, but can shut the book and say, you know what, the book says this, but in reality, here's what you're going to find. Here's what I do. Here's what I encountered just today.
I know that it was difficult for me to get in touch with the career college, what that really meant for several years. You know, it took me some time to get, okay, I get it. I get what we're doing. And really I completely changed up the way I did my class after that. I started with a conversation with my students about their career goals. And I had not done that with some of my earlier classes. And once I heard them articulate what some of their career goals were, and then I thought about the assignments we'd be working on, I then could spend more time with them saying, this is why you have to be able to do this to be successful. And I think that is a critical piece. It's a critical piece to have that permeate. That why has to permeate everything we're doing. And it is not something that happens naturally. It only happens intentionally.
In putting the button out there, they need to be, students will see through pretty quickly if you're not authentic in your response. And if you respond to that question with a flippant, yeah, I've been told to say it's because I care about your success, that's obviously not building authenticity. That's going to reflect in your relationship as a student and a faculty member. And that will show on many levels. And in some ways, that's what we're looking to see. We're looking to sort out who's committed, who's invested, and who's perhaps just riding along.
What would it be like to go here? Can I see myself fitting in that class? That's why for us to tour students around and actually show classes that they would be involved in and say to them, can you see yourself sitting there? Does this look like someplace that would be where you want to be, that will treat you the way you want to be treated, that will get you from where you are right now to where you want to be, which is successful in your chosen career field? Do we seem like the best option for you? And that's what we want to show students, and they ultimately make the decision, so that's what we want them to see.